Happy Friday! Hi guys. I thought about going a quickly live video. I did post something that's related to what I'm about to speak about. So you'll see the post just in case I forget anything. But I thought let me put it into words just because it's important, and I think a lot of us are feeling that way. It's been a really long year, and I wanted to talk about how to a couple of tips on how to calm ourselves, beat stress, just enjoy life a little bit more, without the things that are coming with, coming towards the end of the year, as well as it's just generally been a long year. It's been a different year. It's been a stressful year, as many years are, without obviously the added stresses of going through a pandemic and things like that. So I wanted to talk about a couple of ways on how to beat stress and calm yourself. So the one thing that I appreciate a lot, and I know it's always easier to say that, like, oh yeah, of course you could say that would be so easy to think about, but I really wanted to think about appreciating what you have. So my first tip would be just take a step back, switch off what the issue is right now that you're going through, and just be like, wow, I'm actually really lucky that I've got a roof over my head, food in my stomach. I may or may not have a job, that's not even the case, but I've got the basics of the things that are keeping me alive. I've got access to water, I've got access to electricity, I'm sitting behind a desk with Wi-Fi, I have a goal in my mind that I am working towards, I am currently with amazing friends and have an incredible support system. Whatever it is that you have right now, just take a second and be grateful for that, because those things can still be taken away from you in a matter of a second. So always be grateful with what you have right in this moment. And the second tip is avoid asking what if. So a big thing would be, what if I take this job? What if I don't take this job? What if I study this? What happens if I don't study this? What happens if I study this to do this? What happens if I don't study this and then I won't be able to do this? There are a million questions that you could be asking yourself on a day-to-day basis that will drive you insane. And believe me, we don't need extra stress. We've already got enough going on. We don't need to add to our own stress. Yeah, Kaylin. So don't add your own stress by asking a bunch of things that you'll never know the questions to. You will never know the answers to. You can ask the questions, you'll never know what the right questions are to ask. You'll never know what's going on. So just avoid putting that together. Know what you want. You can only take the decision that you choose. You can only look in your inner self and say, this is what I need to do, and this is the path that I need to choose, and there will always be a reason that you decide to take that path. So you can't sit back and ask yourself a million questions of what if, because you will never know. You will never be able to tell the answer if you decided to take a different path. You can only decide what you can do right now, and go with that. The next thing that I'm feeling a bit of myself, and hence why I've been maybe a little bit quieter, is disconnecting from technology, disconnecting from things that just might be setting you off a little bit. And the biggest one for me at the moment is technology. Just take a moment to put your cell phone down, pack the laptop away, go appreciate the beautiful weather that you might have outside, or appreciate a good view, or read a book, or do something different, do something to disconnect. Just there's so many people that know where you are, what are you doing, what are you eating, what are you dressing like, what's your opinion on this, what's your opinion on that. And technology connects us, and I'm not putting that down in any way. But we also need a second to disconnect and say, this is me time. This is not, no one needs to know what I'm doing now. No one needs to know what I'm thinking. No one needs to know why I think that. I want to read a good book in bed, and that's absolutely my own opinion. And no one needs to have a say in that. No one has to know that I'm doing that right this second. So disconnect. Take a second to yourself, without technology, without Wi-Fi, without your laptop, without anyone else needing to know. just go enjoy a moment to yourself. Have that freedom of doing what you want without having to put it online. That's what I've been struggling with at the moment. That's what I need to do right now, and I'm sure a lot of us are feeling the exact same way. And then a big one that I could talk a long time about right now, but I don't have the phone battery life for it, is stop negative self-talk. And this is something that I grew up a lot with, and that was a big thing that I needed to work on myself. And this is why I started Strong World. This is why I'm so passionate about helping people, was because your limitations are more within yourself than what you know. And it's all how you are limiting your own self. So negative self-talk can be a winner or a loser case. You need to define what is true and what is not. You need to define that you are speaking only thoughts to yourself and not facts. No one thinks that you're lazy. No one else. Even if people say terrible things to each other, guys. People say things that are not true to each other, basically just to get inside your head, because someone says something terrible about you, and you will think about it much longer than they will have said it. They would have said it months ago, and you are still thinking about it, and that's the exact reason why they said it. So it's more about the fact that it is a thought and not a fact. And start writing these things down. Start realizing that they are not true. The moment you've put it down on paper and you've conceptualized it, you're like, that is not true. I am not lazy. I am not going to do this. I am not not a team player. I'm not a bad communicator. I'm not whatever the case may be. I am a strong, independent woman that is ready to work and ready to conquer, and I'll do exactly what I want, and no one can get in my way of that. And that's exactly how we accomplish negative self-talk. No, I'm kidding. It's definitely not as easy as that. But it is something that we need to look inside ourselves and go, listen, yeah, this is not true. Put it down on paper, realize that it's not true. And slowly learn by conceptualizing things. Identify that these are not facts. These are complete just thoughts that are just trying to be your little inner demons inside that head. And the last one is a support system. It might be hard when we are stressing and we are worried, and it might be big things like finances and love and work and stress, of all these things that are, big issues. But have a support system. You have a support system. You have strong people that are next to you, and they're next to you because they believe in you and they love you and they are passionate for what you are passionate in. So let them help you. If someone is there by your side, let them help you. If they are asking for it, they're asking to, please let me help you, let me be there for you, let that person be there for you. Be that support system for someone else, as well as have that support system. Don't be afraid to ask for help. We are all in a very difficult year, not even amongst going through a pandemic or whatever the case may be. Every year is a hard year for a different person in a different fact, and we can all be there for each other. So have a strong support system. Be that strong support system. Don't be afraid to ask for help. You will never know what someone is willing to do for you in that time of need. So it's a strong thing to have when you're going through a stressful time. I hope this helps, guys. I did, like I said, write a post on it as well, but I really just wanted to put it out there in words, show my face, see that I am still around, and know that I'm always here for you guys. So have a beautiful weekend, have a happy Friday, and know that there are ways to accommodate stress and make your holiday time, which is coming up soon, a little bit easier. Have a beautiful weekend, guys. Bye.